extremely close encounter with a police medevac helicopter. I feel like when you click a video like that on YouTube, you can expect one of three things. Either one, they had a legitimate close call where someone almost died and they're lucky to be alive. Two, it was nowhere near the described incident and it was total clickbait. Or three, somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna say this video lands somewhere in the middle. We didn't almost die, but this was probably the closest call I've ever had to another aircraft in the sky. So first, I'm gonna give you guys exactly what you came here for. We're gonna play just the clip of the incident right now.
Alrighty, mates. Oh, me. Motherfucker, he's coming right at us. Jesus fuck. There he goes. Look out, guys. Fucking hell. Holy shit.
All right, so that's the clip. Obviously, I was pretty freaked out by the whole thing, but there's a lot of unanswered questions. Why was it so dark? Why were we flying at that time of day? Why was there a medevac helicopter in the area? And why did he fly right at us? How we're gonna answer those questions, I'm gonna roll back in time. We're gonna look at the very start of this day and look at the sequence of events leading up to this specific incident. At the end of the video, we're gonna come back here and discuss some points and what we can learn from this incident, what was going through our minds at the time, and further explain the situation. Before we do any of that, I wanna remind you guys, we are currently doing an epic giveaway for free training with Aviator Paramotor down in Denellen, Florida on March 21st. The way you get into this giveaway for the free training is first place an order on tuckergott.com before the 19th of October. Second, fill out the second link in the description down below. That's just a general giveaway form for Aviator, and that will get you an entry to the giveaway. Right now we're rocking some new designs on the website. We got the typography art shirt, we got the Alpine Sunset shirt, and we've brought back the flyer dye that I'm wearing right now. All three of those are also available on sweatshirts. So make sure you get an order in by the 19th of October, as well as that second link in the description. This could be a life-changing experience for one of you guys, just like it is for my man Derek, who won the last giveaway. So let's play the intro. Let's then roll back in time and look at all the events leading up to this helicopter incident, and then we'll see you back here for a little debrief at the end.
Just headed to the park, eating some Ritz. Today's just a fun-filled day, like any other day in the life of a New Jersey paramotor pilot. My buddy Johnson is in town. Judson and Jeff are here as well. And then it should just be, you know, Johnson, whoever else shows up. It'll be a good time. Stick around.
So we're airborne finally. Conditions have simmered down quite a bit. That cloud layer's kind of blocking the sun for us. Hello. And we kind of decided we're gonna go for a little cross country over to a neighboring park that's normally like vacant, kind of like this one is right now. This park is just over that hill. It's not very far away, somewhere between 5 and 10 miles. I've got smoke in my smoke tank. I got Red Bull in my Red Bull tank. So yeah, freaking flying over trees. I got a leaf from the very top of a tree. All right. just coming over the land of the trees, home of the brave down here. Johnson's over there. He's flying my Adam 80 Maverick on his free ride 16, so we're like perfectly matched in speed. Jeff is up there, and we're headed to a park out in front of us somewhere. Oh, I see it now. I got distracted back there looking at something and forgot to turn my camera on. Everybody's coming in behind us. Here's our park. Looks like almost no one is here, which is good for us. Alright, let's bring her in, all hot and dirty like. Motor's off! Hopefully I don't hit the freaking side of this hill. Beautifully executed. Right to the center of the field. Oh, landing gear failure. Well, neat. We're here. We lived.
And Jeff. Such grace. I feel like we should take a selfie now. Oh shit. That's a lot of glider whistle.
Hi, Dan.
Dan's here.
Oh, it's Dan.
Greg! Why? I sure hope Greg's okay.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He was on top of us.
Last I saw him, we were.
White wing, right?
Yeah.
Snaky snake. Yeah.
Maybe his tornado blew up.
Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the air. Would have had 6, but Greg went missing somewhere along the way. Kinda hope he's doing alright, and he's just back at the park. Alright, sunset's starting to happen. Let's get out of here. There goes Jeff, blowing residual and actual smoke on launch. Killing it! That smoke is so good. Alright, time to head back home. We're definitely going to need our strobes on by the time we get there. Sun is setting as we speak. Just a point of concern. When we were at the park, I saw an ambulance go by, and then I just saw 2 whatevers, police or ambulance or something with lights go up this hill. It's kind of making me nervous, dude. Well, guys, we got a little bit of a situation. I texted Greg, or actually Greg texted me. I was about to text him to make sure he was okay. I was getting worried with the ambulance. He said, don't come near the park. There's a helicopter coming in. Someone got hurt down there. And I can see the park is right over there. They got freaking lights everywhere. So apparently there's MEDIVAC coming in. Hopefully everyone becomes aware of the situation and we're gonna stay away, because these MEDIVAC helicopters throw out massive rotors, freaking sky blenders, as I call them. And we don't want to interfere with that at all. So I'm just scanning the sky looking for a helicopter. We got someone over there. We got Johnson over here. I'm glad I got a message from Greg though, because if I saw those lights, I would have thought they were for him. Scary situation. I just messaged Judson. All the guys know, I think. But we're going on both sides of the park, which isn't really the best. I'm just trying to find this helicopter. I don't know how long we're gonna have to divert for. It could start to get dark up here. Hopefully everyone's okay down there. I'm glad it's not Greg, man. We should really try to group up. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us over here, and I think Jeff is way over there. Holy shit. They're rolling in more ambulance, more lights coming into the park right now. This is getting intense. I gotta text Jeff because Jeff is the only one over in that direction. Alright, we got our group chat going. Everyone's coming up with a plan right now. I'm saying let's just hold right here. We've got fields at the bottom that we can land in if anyone ever has a motor issue, but here we're up and away from the park. We have a good perspective to try to see this incoming helicopter. This is tricky though, because I want my eyes up, but we're also communicating. Johnson, Dan, I don't see Jeff right now. He was on the other side. Oh, Jeff is down at the park. I think he just landed. I think. Pretty sure he's down. Alright, Jeff just texted. He landed. He's safe. He's at the opposite end of the park. But there's still no sign of the helicopter. The rest of us, the four of us, are going down the valley to the other park, but we gotta stay uber vigilant because this guy's gonna be inbound at any minute. We're sticking really close though, so it'll give this pilot maximum visibility of us. We all have strobes on, so that's good. Alright, Greg is on the field. He just messaged to come in low and land. Holy shit. This group message is getting chaotic. Some people are saying go to the next town over. Other people are saying don't come in. Other people are saying come in low and land. So I think the safest thing right now, personally, is to hold right in this area, low, out of the way of his approach, and just wait until we see what happens. Okay, Jeff just confirmed on the group message. He said that they don't want us there. I assume the emergency responder people, and said divert to the next town over. So we're staying low, and I guess we're gonna head over there. I don't know if we'll actually be able to fly back or if we'll have to shuttle vehicles to get us back. He said everyone should go to blank park. They're going to be landing a helicopter. They want us to stay out of here. No paramotor pilots got hurt. It's a landing zone for an ambulance. Alright, looks like we're going to another park. Park number 3. Alright, we got updates. Dan called a friend, and he says that the helicopter's coming from the northeast, should be 2 to 3 minutes. So we're going to the west, so that puts us out of the way. He also said we might be fine to just sit here and wait it out, which I kind of agree with. As long as we're low below the hilltops and we see the helicopter go in and then out, we all have enough fuel, we all have strobes, so we're legal to fly 30 minutes after sunset. We might just have the time to wait it out. Random paramotor adventures, avoiding the park for a medevac helicopter. More like a medevac skyblender. I guess I should check my fuel situation. I think I have plenty, but thinking is not the best measure. Yeah, I got 2 to 3 liters in the tank still. Dan says he can see the helicopter on the horizon. I want to get a visual on this guy. Oh yeah, I think I see him. He's actually coming in straight from the east. If he comes in straight from the east, we can actually stay on the top of this hill, out of the way, watch him come in and out, and then zip on back to the park and not need to call for a rescue. Alright, so we're just saying we might just hold here. We can see the helicopter. It's that bright light coming in over the horizon. Super bright light. I'm sure they've advised that there's paramotors. Jeff and Greg are in contact with the crew on the ground. Dan's up here. We're thinking we might just wait here. Wow, that guy is super bright. Alright, Johnson, Judson, Dan, me. You can see the helicopter is coming in. It's just a freaking big ass bright orb. I don't know how long it normally takes them to load someone on a medevac. I would think they would do it pretty quickly because time is of the essence. So I think we're just gonna wait here. It is honestly starting to get dark, but we are good for like another 15 minutes with our strobe. So I think in 15 minutes they should be in and out and we'll be able to land. Alright, currently the 4 of us are just holding at the top of this hill. We're just doing a big left-hand orbit. We don't know. It could take a long time to load up the helicopter. Could be too long or it could be short, but if all else fails, we can just come in all the way on the other side of the park and we should be totally safe. Jeff is at the pavilion and he doesn't feel any rotor from the helicopter. The helicopter's literally right where we were taking off and landing. You can see it's lit up like a freaking Christmas tree down there. It is definitely getting dark, but this is one of those kind of emergency situations where we have to use pilot discretion on what's the best case scenario. Alright, current situation, I just checked sunset and the time. We have 10 more minutes before we're legally supposed to be on the ground, even with our strobes. And the guys on the ground said they're expecting 2 to 4 more minutes until the helicopter departs. Good thing we have strobes because it's getting hard to see each other as we're flying around in this holding pattern. Helicopter is still parked right on our landing zone, so this is definitely a unique situation. Ah, Jeff just relayed from the ground that they're heading northwest from the park, which is kind of the direction that we're lingering right now. So I think we got to change our holding pattern to maybe the east. Alright, we're changing our holding area. We're headed to the east. Still gives us a good perspective of the situation down there. They should be taking off very soon. And it's closing in on our legal limits. At which case we can either decide to divert, land at a farm. I guess that would be our best bet if it takes much longer. But you can see the helicopter's still parked and they got freaking the entire, like, half of the parking lot is filled up with emergency vehicles. Alright, Jeff just said that the helicopter is lifting off. We're out to the east and their expected departure is northwest. But I am watching him just to make sure he doesn't come this way. We'll turn into the wind. You can see the helicopter's climbing. It looks like he's headed west right now. Ambulance is pulling out of the driveway. Yeah, he's climbing out to the west. Make sure I'm clear of all my buddies. Dan's down below. Alright, helicopter is departing. He's headed west towards Pennsylvania. We're definitely going to want to wait at least a couple minutes for his rotor to clear. Alrighty, mates. Oh, me. Motherfucker, he's coming right at us. Jesus fuck. There he goes. Look out, guys. Fucking hell. Holy shit. Okay, I think everyone's good. He took off to the west and then just hooked a massive turn to the east. Alright guys, that was kind of scary. We were holding to the east. He took off to the west as expected, but then I saw his lights turn and come right at us. I knew we had separation, but it was very unexpected. All the guys are safe. Rotor shouldn't be an issue by this point. He's cleared out, so we're just gonna come in. I'm hoping we gave it enough time. I'm gonna feel her out and come in. They got headlights on. We are still legal. We actually have 4 to 5 more minutes. Should I give the firefighters an air show? No, I don't think that's appropriate. I'm just gonna come in and land, do the safe thing. How close it was?
He aimed directly at me. I think I
Yeah.
was in a searchlight.
Yeah, legit. What's that?
No, I was exactly level with him, like within 50 feet. He told us he was gonna go that way.
Dude,
He did, and then he turned. Yeah.
his turn was so rapid though. Like he was going away and I'm like, oh, we're perfect. And then all of a sudden it turned bright, like,
Yep.
crazy.
Well, that was adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
That doesn't normally happen.
Did anyone else have to dodge the helicopter?
Yes, dude.
He just turns around and I'm like, oh sh**, he's gonna hit me. So I just
Yeah.
started like, doing asymmetric spirals like super hard at the ground.
Yeah.
Then I smelled it. Did you smell
Oh,
it?
really? Like the jet fuel?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's like, this is bad.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
All right, so that was the short story long, all the events that led up to the particular incident with the helicopter. Now I want to kind of debrief and discuss some key points. First being, this entire time we were doing our absolute best to stay on top of things. As you saw, I think it came off pretty evident in the video, we were going through pretty much every scenario possible and trying to make the best call every step of the way. But what happened was we got to the very end where we thought we were in the clear and we were caught by surprise. We were expecting the helicopter to depart to the west, and somehow he turned 180 degrees and came straight to the east directly at us. So that was the major flaw that happened. So as far as communication goes, we were using a Facebook Messenger group chat. Obviously it was relatively effective, but there was a lot of miscommunication going on when certain people were saying one thing and other people were saying the exact opposite. It was also pretty hard to balance looking down at your phone to send a quick message or read someone's message, and also looking up and around. Keep in mind that all of our friends are around us. There's 4 of us in the air plus a helicopter. A better solution, obviously, would have been radios. However, radios come with a certain amount of drawbacks. Not many pilots fly with them all the time, because it's another thing to wear a harness to hold the radio, the wire, the different stuff in your helmet. It's just not as easy or accessible to use on every single flight. So hindsight is 2020, and looking back on this through our entire chain of ideas, the idea that would have prevented this whole situation from happening would have been to fly to the neighboring park and just land there and call it quits until everything was gone. Looking back, it seems so obvious, but nowhere along the line had we thought that this sort of thing would have happened. I figured I'd point this out because hindsight, it seemed obvious, but in the actual situation, we didn't think it was necessary. We thought we had everything under control. One thing I want to point out is the use of strobes became really crucial. I'm not sure how effective they were in the helicopter actually seeing us. I'm sure that pilot was hustling, maybe looking down at his freaking dashboard, or we were even in a blind spot. But for pilot to pilot, paramotor pilot to paramotor pilot, we needed those strobes to see each other as it got darker. One crazy takeaway from this whole situation, and I think this is one of the biggest things, is I measured the time from the moment that I saw the helicopter had turned around to when he was adjacent to me. It was 15 seconds. Now when you say 15 seconds, that almost seems like, well, I could do a lot in 15 seconds. But in the moment, it felt like a split second. So at first, the helicopter turned and I was basically in a searchlight, and all I saw was this bright orb. So for about 5 seconds, I couldn't tell where he was moving relative to me. All I just saw was a bright light. It took about 5 seconds to see, okay, he's coming at me, but he was a few degrees off and he was gonna pass on my right. That helicopter's probably moving, I don't know, 80 to 100 miles an hour, and I was moving maybe 15 miles an hour, crabbing sideways in the wind. So I felt pretty helpless as he was coming at me. You always kind of think about these situations and you kind of envision yourself being a hero and being like, oh, I'd just pull a bunch of brake, I'd spiral out of it and I'd be totally fine. But in reality, things can happen really, really fast, and even 15 seconds was like a split second. At the end of the day, for us, it was just a slightly scary experience. We were glad that we all avoided it, and I'm happy to share it here to hopefully learn something from it and have you guys learn something from it as well. Well, that's about all I've got for this whole story. If you guys stuck around this long, freaking drop a like. I appreciate you sticking around. And don't forget to get an entry in for the massive Aviator Paramotor giveaway. It's honestly a life-changing experience, and I truly appreciate Aviator coming forward and sponsoring giveaways like this. I think it's gonna be a great way to interact with you guys, get some of you guys into the sky, and feel the joy of paramotoring. So make sure you get an order placed on tuckergott.com before the 19th, as well as filling out that second link in the description. Third link is official rules for the giveaway. With that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe. Peace out.